Hi, we're doing from 10.1, number 8 from the online work, which is 49 in the book. So let's find the equations of the tangent lines and the normal lines to the hyperbola for the given value of x. So part A is for the tangent lines. Okay. And it says x squared over 6 minus y squared equals 1. And so we're looking at where x is 6. So if we take the derivative of this function, which is what in hyperbola, that's going to be 2x over 6, so taking the derivative with respect to x, minus 2y prime equals 0. So we could say then that two x over 6 equals 2y prime. And if we divide both sides by 2y, then we have 2x over 12y equals y prime, or x over 6y equals y prime. Now if we go back to what we originally had, given that x is 6, we want to know the corresponding y value. And what do we start with? We had x squared over 6 minus y squared equals 1. So if I put 6 in there for x, it'd be 6 squared over 6 minus y squared equals 1. So 6 squared over 6 is just 6 minus y squared is 1. So negative y squared would be negative 5. Y squared is 5, so y is plus or minus the square root of 5. So we know that 6 for x corresponds to the square root of 5 for y, and 6 for x corresponds to negative square root of 5 for y. So if we go back to our y prime, it's going to be x over 2y, no, 6y. Then our y prime is going to be six for x over 6 times the square root of 5. That was a plus or minus 5. So let's say plus or minus in this fraction. And that's basically the 6's will divide out, plus or minus 1 over the square root of 5, which is plus or minus the square root of 5 over 5. Okay? So we have a couple of things to now consider. I have 6 comma negative square root of 5. The equation, the line is going to be, we're going to go with y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Remember the point slope formula. So it'll be y minus negative square root of 5 equals negative square root of 5 over 5 times x minus 6 so that's y plus the square root of 5 equals negative square root of 5 over 5 x minus double negatives to make it plus 6 root 5 over 5. And we can subtract square root of 5 from both sides. Y equals negative square root of 5 over 5x plus 6 root 5 over 5 minus the square root of 5. You could clear the the fractions out here if you want to make this look a little different. I like that form right there. Let's go to another one. What about the case where we had 6 comma positive square root of 5? And our y minus 5 is going to be equal to, or it's y minus square root of 5 equals square root of 5 over 5 times x minus 6. So y minus the square root of 5 is going to be the square root of 5 over 5 x minus 6 root 5 over 5. And then we're going to add square root of 5 to both sides. So y equals square root of 5 over 5x minus 6 root 5 over 5 plus square root of 5. Okay, there's the other one. Okay, so the next part of this, we want to find the slopes of the, well, find the equations of the normal lines. So for B, find equations of normal lines. Now normal lines are going to be perpendicular to the tangent lines. So if the tangent line had a slope, tangent line slope was the plus or minus the square root of 5 over 5, then the normal line slope is perpendicular to that. That's going to be the negative reciprocal, of course, plus or minus, minus or plus, but we'll just call it, again, plus or minus 5 over the square root of 5 would just be plus or minus square root of 5. So again, we have the points 6 comma negative square root of 5. So that'd be y minus negative root 5 equals the square root of 5 times x minus 6. That's y plus the square root of 5 because the double negative equals the square root of 5 times x minus 6 root 5. And if I subtract the square root of 5 from both sides, run out of space here, I get y equals the square root of 5 times x minus 7 times the square root of 5. Okay. And the last one would be at 6 comma root 5. We'd have y minus the square root of 5 equals negative square root of 5 times x minus 6. And just to kind of point out is back up here, the point 6 negative root 5 was associated with negative square root of 5 over 5. So its reciprocal is positive, negative reciprocal is positive square root of 5. And then 6 root 5 was associated with square root of 5 over 5. So its reciprocal would be negative square root of 5. That's why I've done this. Okay. So y minus the square root of 5 equals negative square root of 5x, negative root 5 times negative 6b plus 6 root 5. And I'll add square root of 5 to both sides. And we end up with y equals negative square root of 5x plus 7 times the square root of 5. And that's it. So we have the two tangent lines and the two normal lines. Hope that helps.